mean, but it's pretty evident what he's alluding to, because
Right.
it's always about the same thing. So
Even if he wasn't trying to, it's still, I know what
it's
I
still
know,
wrong.
and he
Yeah,
still says it.
yeah. So another thing I want to ask is, what is your goal per se in terms of like what message do you want to get across, not just to anybody that might not be a troll, but also the trolls and even him if he might so happen to see this, you know?
Um, I think my main hope for all of this in my crusade, I really,
Which
I
is
don't even know what my
crazy
end goal
that this is actually the
was
baby
for any of
mama.
this, but I do know that I just hope, and I'm begging as a parent to not post her actual picture.
Agreed.
I know I've said her name in
Actually
comments,
agreed.
but
Actually
please
agreed.
don't use her name in any of the like titles. Um,
Yeah, I
just
agree.
try
Please don't.
not to,
Leave her alone, little girl.
I just don't want her to be associated with, how do I explain this? I want to give content creators their space because there's nothing that I could say to actually, make people do something. But I just really hope and beg that nobody uses her picture, and nobody uses her name in the title. Um,
So you guys just
and
want to
if
be like totally like just disassociated from the guy. Like
um,
trolling with videos and things of that
no,
nature,
it's
right?
just, I think the thing that makes me scared the most is that when or if she ever sees this stuff, like I
Yeah,
don't
she will
want,
see it. She will see it one
like
day.
if she sees him and she sees her face or her name attached to it, she's gonna be like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? So if there's less
Yeah.
chance of her seeing it without her face or her name associated to it,
The better.
I, who knows? I'm hoping with all of my heart that we can avoid her seeing any of this stuff, and especially with like kids. Like I know that there's this idea of like, oh, there's kids, like what if they watch some of these troll videos and they see her face, like
Yeah,
they could
I've
go
said
and
that.
tell her.
I've said plenty
That
of
makes me
times
scared as
that,
shit.
yeah, or like a classmate might know who he is, and
But
that
if they know who he is, maybe the kid wouldn't associate her to him. You know what I said? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Even if some
yeah,
of the pictures are resemblant. I know in some of the thumbnails, some people put thumbnails of resemblant girls up in the thumbnails. Excuse me, but it's not her. Um, but to actually have her face that's identifiable, so that's just keep her away from your videos. You can talk about them, do
yeah.
whatever you want, troll whatever you want, because I would never be able to, dictate what anyone can post anyways. I know that I'm a realist, but and I say this as a realist that I'm hoping, but I do know that there could be some people that don't. But if anyone ever does see her face, her actual face, or like her full name blasted on a title or something, please tag me so I could try my best to get that pulled. I don't know how to do
One
that
hundred
yet,
percent,
but I
one
will
hundred
figure it
percent,
out.
100% got you on that. I want to ask, has she ever asked you about him personally?
Oh yeah, a couple times. Not a lot,
Mm.
because she has so much support and community around her. And I don't know truly how she feels. Like I could never ever pull that from her, like her true raw emotion. But I know that there's people out there that have had a parent that's absent in their life, so I know that they can relate some way. Um, but and whether or not I know the full extent of how she feels, it's just been a couple times we've brought it up. Um, so I'm grateful for that because maybe it's showing how much love she has in her little community, that maybe that void isn't as big. And I hope that's what it is.
Yeah.
But
Me too.
maybe when she gets older, she'll, we may talk about it more.
Also, on
Show all the
behalf
shit
of
videos he
me and
has.
all the trolls, we honestly, wish you and her the absolute best. I cannot
Agreed.
stress that enough.
Agreed.
I appreciate it. I do. I really appreciate it. And you know, she's fine. She's really fine. I promise. She's not, you know, and she. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that, but we're fine. Honestly, we're doing good. So no worries there.
Well, I'm glad that you blessed me with your time. This was an amazing interview and a good conversation. If you're willing to have another one sometime, I'm open to it. It was a good convo. Our next convo doesn't even necessarily have to be about that per se. You can just talk about you more as a person. If you don't want to do any more interviews, I totally understand, because this has all been like just a mess. So if you don't want to,
I mean, if something really major happens, I don't mind like saying a few things here and there, but I really don't have that much truly
also,
to say.
How old were you guys when you met? Like, do you know how old he was?
Tails, don't interrupt. I mean, it's a good question.
Has it already been confirmed his age? Like,
yes.
Well, yeah, 39. But tell me.
Well, I don't want to say. That's also going to tell my age too. But I mean, I don't care.
You don't have to tell your age.
I wasn't a teenager. I can tell you that.
Okay.
I was not a teenager.
Well, that's good. I mean, for Dale.
I will say. No, I wasn't a teenager. I was in my 20s.
Shit.
Not on the lower side.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Was he in his 20s as well?
No. Tell me no. Oh, say it. Say no. She's 10.
Everything without saying a word.
She said, yeah, because he's 30. Okay. He was 30 when he met her.
You know what? Sometimes silence is an answer. But anyways, yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you go. You're probably a busy woman. Thank you so much for this interview.
Probably a busy.
You're welcome.
Good job, Tails.
And you
proud
have
of
a wonderful day.
Oh yeah, it's the arm.
Yes,
it's the arm.
You have a great.
Look, you can tell it's her. It's the arm.
All right, see you.
That's the arm in the picture.
All right, thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Hey, that interview was lit, baby.
Yo, W interview.
Fucking with that. Hey, that interview was
W
lit,
interview. Hey, that's my logo.
Lit, y'all.
That's my logo right there. I see
that was the most groundbreaking shit. Fuck you, Dale.
Yeah, fuck you, Dale.
Pussy, I win, nigga.
Yeah. Looks like we all had a good night tonight.
And fuck Prince So. That's how you do an interview, fuck nigga.
Well,
that's how you do an interview.
You interrupted a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I won't hold you. You interrupted a lot. But
she answered everything without really saying anything, bro. We know she was in her 20s and he was in his 30s when they met.
That part's true. That part's true.
You know that.
At least 30. Probably 30.
He wasn't in his 20s. She said he wasn't in his 20s.
Well, she didn't say it, but...
Also, let me show y'all these docs. But she sent them to me.
Oh shit, is Dale live?
See this? This is the judgment papers right here.
No, I don't know what Dale's for. Okay. Alright, so here. I'm going to play...
342.
It was a 13-minute interview. I'm going to play the beginning part of it for this video, and then until we get to the part, okay? This is Leon the Muchacho. Shoutouts to him.
But that was...
I'm just trying to get to the part where he sees the interview. It might not be the whole interview, though. Here. Yeah, they're talking right now. It's not the whole interview.
Never done.
And he never asked for one personally.
If he did, he never followed through with it.
Okay.
I mean, I would be willing. I know what I know. I know for sure. So I don't need a DNA test. But if you wanted one, sure, that's fine. I don't care.
But he's never.
There was never one done.
Okay.
Oh, there's some lag.
That's good to know. Another question. Okay, so I know you've been like kind of like in the shadows for a long time. I want to know what it is exactly about this whole like what's been going on recently, or what certain event that has happened recently that made you want to come out and speak.
That's fair.
Well, I wasn't really in the shadows for most of it. Just when the information got leaked,
The picture, really.
And our picture got put out,
Ah, yeah, she knows. Yeah,
and
the
I was like,
picture.
shit. So then I was like, okay. At first I was just like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna leave it. Excuse my language. At first I was just gonna like, oh, I'm gonna leave it alone, you know. But then curiosity got, it seeped into my brain. So I was like, oh, let me just look. So then I just see like a lot of people posting about it. And I don't know, I guess I just felt like I needed to just, I wanted to observe, but I also sometimes felt like maybe I can comment here and there. But it was just, I mean, if it never got out, I would have never been here. Because, who wants to be associated with someone?
Yeah. Was it a
Like Dale.
specific video or thing he said that really caught your attention that you can point out?
Well, I will say I very much loathe every single video. Okay, let me rewind. I loathe every stream that he's done where he speaks about children
Mm-hmm.
and, oh, I'm not trying to get emotional. And when
Fair.
he speaks on women, like I've seen a lot of different clips from videos, so I know that they're from different streams. So I know there's been multiple times where he's brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it angers me because I know what I know. And why would you go there? Why would you even touch that?
Exactly. I 100% agree with
You
you.
had you could have left it alone. You could have just moved on. Sorry.
No, it's
I'll
fair.
give you a second. It's okay.
It's
Take
fair.
your time.
It's fair.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of videos that I hope I'm staying on track. There's a lot of videos it's hard to watch for sure.
Okay, so knowing that,
Even though he doesn't say our names, it's
yeah,
still hard to watch.
I mean, but it's pretty evident what he's alluding to, because he
Right.
it's always about the same thing. So
Even if he wasn't trying to, it's still, I know what
it's
I
still
know,
wrong.
and he
Yeah,
still says it.
yeah. So another thing I want to ask is, what is your goal per se, in terms of like what message do you want to get across, not just to anybody that might not be a troll, but also the trolls and even him if he might so happen to see this,
I think my main hope for all of this in my crusade, I don't even know what my end goal
Wait,
was for any of this,
did I hear
but
for this
I
before?
do know that I just hope, and I'm begging as
Yeah, we
a
did.
parent.
Yeah, we did. Okay. All right. So that's essentially it. He's just playing the music now. Okay. So that was that. Dale, you piece of shit. You're done, bro. You're done. Better stop talking about me, my nigga. Anyhow, we out this bitch. See you in the next video.